Hello, legends, and welcome to Stage 4, Season 2 of ZRL 2425. We're on the triple fat loops, and it's got more flats than the Burj Khalifa, and it's got more S's than Superman's laundry after a hard week of saving Miss Susie from the Mississippi, and then lots of snakes have got into his laundry basket, and maybe some cats have gone to the laundry, and lots of people are hissing at them to say, "Get off Superman's laundry, cats." Sss. Anyway, I'm going to give you the inside line. Stage 4 is a team time trial. The fourth rider across the line constitutes your team's time. Gosh, that's hard to say. No power-ups. Use the fastest time trial bike that you can. A link will be in the description as to how to find out the fastest bike that you can get at your level. And look at this lovely elevation profile which my friend J Deerham, or JD, has done for you. There's a link in the description below again for how you can get hold of such a magnificent animation, but it shows that it's just pretty bloody flat. I don't keep going on about this Level Velo clothing that I'm sponsored by, but it really is absolutely awesome. It feels so smooth and comfortable. I just feel like a pro while I'm wearing it. I don't cycle like a pro, but I do feel like a pro. So get yourself down to Level Velo. I've done some lovely Recon notes for you again. They're available to download from my Google Drive. Again, linked to below. I've got more links than a sausage factory and a highly productive sausage making time. This week we have some footage from Ron Gallo, whose team OTR, on the Rivet, I think that stands for, did a wonderful TTT, and he was DSing them, I kind of guess, and he does a fantastic job. In fact, I've put a couple of minutes of his, some of his DSing. That's a director sportif for the uninitiated, and he's just giving them directions over Discord. If you're not on Discord, do try and get on it. Try and get everyone communicating. It's a great way to bond, as well as get over key messages in the TTT if someone's feeling tired, the turns they want to take, etc. And I would also advise getting over to the TTT time setter, which there's another link to below, which will give you an idea of the turns that people should take based on the power that they're able to put out. Ron's team only had 5 riders, and they do a magnificent job. And off we go into the desert once more. If this looks familiar, then that's because it's exactly the same as the first race in this season, which was TikTok. Cover pretty much the same ground really, except we do the S's a bit more. But here we are in the desert once again, and OTR are putting on a great TTT. Got a lovely line where you maximise the draft. They're taking nice 30-second turns. Everyone knows their place. They're communicating well, and yeah, it's all round just a pretty great example of a TTT. They come into the Oasis Springs here, and they've got to push a bit more on the ups, take a rest a bit more on the downs. You can see his watts went down to less than 100 there for a second or two, but get on the front and push hard again. I do really advise going to watch their full video. It really is an excellent example. And when they're on the front, they're pushing. When they're at the back, they're resting, which is the way it should be. And as they come through the new town and then make this push up into the more elevated section of the desert, get slightly set apart here, but they deal with it well. This is a see someone just kicked hard there, which took this rider out of the draft. He had to work hard to get back in, but they dealt with it very well in the end. And little -6% section here, so make sure you rest there. And when you're at high speeds, there really is diminishing returns for the effort that you put in, and you can take a lot more rest at the back. So yeah, just the ramp out of the desert there. Again, very familiar territory that we covered in TikTok. except now we head out to the S's, which really are a section which shows, which experience tells in these sections, where you can take the rest where you need to push harder on the ups, and you really can gain a whole bunch of time here if you stay disciplined and take your rest when you can and push when the gradient goes high. This is the biggest bump, so that comes out about 18 kilometers, and rest on the way down as gravity is your friend. Back out through the Italian villas and down through the dirty suppressor. Can't rest as much as you can normally on that because it is a gravel section, so there's more rolling resistance. Up into the volcano. This is a kind of double ramp, so you've had that first bit there, and then the second bit there takes you into the volcano. Get back in line if you've grouped up a bit for the little ramps, which isn't a bad idea, and back out towards the S's. Now they're approaching a team, I think, who are going in a different loop because they're doing double S's. So if you do encounter another team and it looks like you need to pass them, then put in the a message in the game, get someone to put a message to say that you're about to be passed, and they should slow down by maybe half a watt per kilogram, and you should accelerate as you get nearer. You need to be nearer than this really before you do your overtake maneuver, and if the overtake is going to happen in the last kilometre or so, then just be sensible about it. You can't expect someone to slow right at the end. We've got down the hairpins here, which we didn't do the first race, I don't think, and back out to the tunnels in a different direction. Slightly gravelier there, so be less speed, less draft, so you'll have to work harder at the back. They try to maintain a constant speed, so they're heading for, I think it was like 46, 47 on the flats, which is quite a lick. And to have 5 riders doing that is very impressive. And they come into this final section into the desert. Not much to speak about really. Slight little rollers. It's slightly uppish overall in this bit. If someone's got a little remaining energy, then they should push on, as long as you're communicating clear, and then finish strong. As I say, I've added a couple of minutes of examples of DSing, nice little bits of communication which they do, but it doesn't necessarily need to be done by a dedicated DS as they had here. Anyone can chip in with little bits of wisdom, and I think you should. So give that a watch, and I think you might learn a few things. I certainly did. But the very best of luck to you in this very boring course, and I will see you next week.
Okay, so as we make this corner, if you're the front 2, just hold. Back 2, just ramp it up just a touch, just to stay on everybody's wheel. Clock has started.
I'll go to the front.
And Frank is just going to pull for the first minute. Vince, I will get you to stay on his wheel, followed by Pike, Dustin, and Rob. Vince, on these 1-minute pulls during this 10K section, you got to let me know if you feel like you're getting burned out. And hold steady. Check that speed and see if you can't get it back to 46, 47. Frank, I'm going to get you to ease just a touch because you do have the descent. Frank and Dustin, you guys should have no problem closing any of the gaps. Rob, I need you to find a wheel and stay attached.
Rob on Dustin's wheel.
Pike, just stay in there in the 4th wheel for right now. Let Vince and Rob move up.
I'm okay.
I know you are. They were going to crowd you off. So I'm just letting them move in.
Okay.
Okay, Vince, keep moving. Move quickly, Vince. Frank, just jump into 2nd wheel. We're fighting it a little bit in the middle, but that's just because we're gassed. We are trying to exhaust everybody and leave it all out here on the path. At the front, Frank, if you can. Hold some wheels. Vince, start surfing through. Fill that gap in the 2-3 hole. Come on, Vince. Come on, Vince. Come on, Vince. Push, 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 push. Rob, get in there. Dig, 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 dig. Come on, Rob. Come on, Rob. Push, push, push. Almost there. Almost there. Come on, Pike. Pike, you're fourth. Come on. Go, 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 go.